Now, I'm going to show you a video of the type of Democrats that us as progressives need to throw out of office. Because it's time for change. I'm going to show you a clip here of a candidate running for Michigan Senate, U.S. Senate in Michigan. Was it Haley Stevens? Probably one of the most pro-Zionist Democrats in Congress, but pro-Israel Democrat. But I'm going to show you an example of things to look for when we start voting in primaries again. You know, this year is almost over, but when we're coming up in the future to 2028 and from 2028 and beyond, going forward, because we need to turn the page on these pro-Zionist politicians. They think it's okay to pledge our loyalty to another country and spend our money and resources on their behalf instead of focusing on, American priorities, which really shouldn't be a partisan argument at all, which it honestly isn't, because you see a lot of Democrats doing the same thing as Republicans and the old guard. They're defending an allegiance to a country that effectively put us in a war with Iran. Okay. And is now the most hated country in the international community, along with the US. Okay. This is what we need to throw out of Congress. This is what we need to vote out in the Democratic primary. Reject this. Republicans, I'll tell you to do the same thing, but specifically to Democrats right now, because it's past time to turn the page.
And in the United States Congress, I will continue to fight for the people of Israel. I will continue to fight for Israel's existence. Israel comes to me in my dreams. I see Israel's future, and I know that Israel will continue to exist for the Jewish people. And in the United States Congress, I will continue to fight for the people of Israel. I will continue to fight for Israel's existence. Israel comes to me in my dreams. I see Israel's future, and I know that Israel will continue to exist for the Jewish people.
Well, that speaks for itself, right? This congresswoman's busy pledging her dual allegiance to Israel. We got so many other things going on in this country. Fortunately, Michigan primary voters in the Democratic Party are waking up. She's not the front runner right now, even though she's got millions of dollars backing her for the race to run for the U.S. Senate. Good luck. Like I said, people are waking up. They're fed up. So, she technically was the foil used when they did redistricting in Michigan to get rid of a congressman. Forgot his name. He's a Jewish congressman. He was a progressive, and he was a critic of Israel's wars. And he was a pro-peace guy. And I think his name was Carl Levin. And when they redistricted, they drew out a seat, and they pitted these two Democrats against each other. Well, Haley Stevens was technically their corporate foil to take out Carl Levin, which they effectively did. So she is effectively a Democrat's going to do their bidding, as you see. A bidding for the oligarch, a bidding for the pro-war Zionist. So yeah, that speaks for itself. I'll show you another member that voters are waking up to in the Democratic Party and ready to throw out of office. Unfortunately, they didn't throw him out of office. I don't think he had a serious primary challenger. Some other old school Democrat that needs to go is a Tom Suozzi in upstate New York. But this is how the voter sentiment is right now, and I don't blame these people. So I'll show you guys.
I know you voted to increase ICE funding, so I wanted to get something for you. This is an adult diaper for when you feed your son. You're the type of leader we need right now. So when he soils themselves with
I didn't know we were doing gifts up top. I actually also have some gifts. I have some knee pads for you. You can use these while you blow Donald Trump.
I just would like to say really quick, as a Jewish man, I have never felt safer than when there is a mass Gestapo in the street. You made a mistake. So Alex Reigns, you made a mistake.
Nobody could have predicted that ICE would have been killing innocent people. The only way we can fight anti-Semitism is by aligning ourselves with white supremacists.
Alex Peretti,
Amen.
Renee Joy, Keith Portis. I'm reading names of people killed by ICE. You're gonna touch me? You're gonna touch me? Alex Peretti, Renee Joy, Keith Porter, Barry Law. These people were killed by ICE this month. You're gonna throw me out? These people, 9 people were killed by ICE this month, and you're throwing me out while I'm reading their names? How fucking dare you?
Thank you.
So that speaks for itself. Honest to God, he, along with several other congressional Democrats, right along with Republicans, including my congresspeople in Nevada, not all of them, but I know one of my congresswoman, Susie Lee, voted to fund this ICE Gestapo. We saw what that ICE Gestapo has done. They're terrorizing neighborhoods and communities. They're kidnapping immigrants and putting them in unhumane conditions. They're beating people and seriously injuring them and killing them. They're turning on American citizens. Okay. They killed a whole list of people. And our congresspeople voted for that. They voted to fund that. And the rest of us have no interest in hearing their excuses. I heard the spiel from my congresswoman, and she's full of it. They're full of it. And again, some of these people dodged a good primary challenge. It's fine. Count your blessings. But we're waking up. We're done. We're freaking done. You know, if you guys are going to vote to fund fascism, then we have no interest in you representing us in the Democratic Party. Okay. They just voice their frustration very loud and oblately in the public. But we all feel that way. We all feel that way, honestly. So, yeah, these people got to go. We need new people in office. And I'm just glad that more people in this country are waking up and they're using their voice and voting for better representation. Thank God, because we need something to fight this Gestapo of a government and actually fight for a new vision in this country so we can truly be the perfect union we've been striving for so long. Okay, that's all I want to say in this video. I'll probably do another one later, but I'll see y'all later. You have a great, lovely night and morning, and it's a beautiful one here in Las Vegas. Love y'all. Goodbye.